you may acquire jobs that are satisfying and fun based on your particular history and interests, no matter what area you choose to pursue. Many professions provide enjoyment whilst also giving a regular wage and excellent professional experience, ranging from arts and culture to business and technology to food and beverage. Considering YouTubers are fully self-made, it may come as a surprise to find that some of the most famous in the world used to have absolutely regular jobs just like the rest of us. For example, James Charles has been candid about how he used to work at a frozen yogurt store whilst making videos on the side. After all, YouTube is the kind of professional path that demands a significant amount of money and time to succeed. So, for today's video, here are the 12 YouTubers who work odd jobs. But before we get into it, do me a favor and smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button for notifications whenever a new video is published. Number 12. Casey Neistat, dishwasher.
I thought I lived in Los Angeles.
Neistat shared his inspiring journey to become a filmmaker, which began with him being a young father on welfare, living in a trailer and working as a dishwasher. Casey's fans will be aware of his tough start in life as a young dad to his kid Owen, who saw him live near the poverty line. Casey tells us how he used to work as a dishwasher at a seafood restaurant in this interview with the day of his success. Number 11. Cody Ko, back-end tech developer.
Good again. Time to ruin it. Welcome back to sad cringe.
Cody was a part of the men's diving team at Duke University before becoming a YouTuber, although few people appear to realize it. The 30-year-old has 5.5 million YouTube subscribers, over 1 million podcast listeners, and 2.3 million TikTok followers after originally becoming a viral phenomenon on the now defunct short-form video site Vine. He began his career in the computer field before becoming a full-time social media star, and now he credits his success in entertainment in part to his first job as an app programmer. Number 10. Miranda Sings, voice coach. Colleen Ballinger invented the obnoxious character Miranda Sings. That's right, Miranda isn't a real person, and Colleen is perfectly ordinary. She was raised in California and was homeschooled before attending high school and then university, where she studied vocal performance and graduated in 2008. She worked for Disney from 2007 to 2009, performing as well as teaching youngsters voice and dancing courses. She's done a lot of acting since then, performing in a lot of stage and television plays. Colleen seems to have been involved in a YouTube drama this year, which we all appreciate. Number 9. James Charles, frozen yogurt worker.
Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
James Charles worked at a frozen yogurt business before becoming a YouTuber, as previously stated. James was asked on Philip DeFranco's podcast whether he had ever done a regular job, to which he replied, "Yes, in my hometown I worked at 16 Handles, a frozen yogurt business." He was 16 when he worked there and says that he liked it. He was balancing working at the store with his YouTube career. Obviously, those days are long gone, and James now has a large property, is friends with the Kardashians, and has collaborated with some of the world's most famous people. Number 8. Zoella, new look.
The best thing about having my own beauty range is having the freedom to create something that I absolutely love.
Whilst I was at school, the Sugg family lived 10 minutes down the road, so there were often photographs on social media of schoolmates running into them in Lacock as they rambled about, Zoe stated. Zoe didn't go to university, and when she established her YouTube channel in 2009, she worked at New Look, according to the following recent video. According to this interview with Vogue, it took 3 years for her to be able to afford to quit her day job and focus only on YouTube. Number 7. Binging with Babish, visual effects artist.
Now we're going to make short crust pastry in the less than ideal environment that is a hot kitchen with the oven on.
Binging with Babish is now the most popular non-mainstream celebrity YouTube chef. Yet it turns out he doesn't even have any culinary training. He went on to work as a visual effects artist for a firm named Switch FX after graduating with a BA in film studies in 2009. He informed Premium Beat that he held this employment for 7 years. "I worked as an Autodesk flame artist at Switch FX. a boutique commercial finishing business, for the previous 7 years. Number 6, KSI, student.
I'd say about 15, 16, and pretty much, yeah, I just started with gaming videos like FIFA, Call of Duty.
KSI is one of the most popular YouTube stars in the UK, so it's no surprise that he's been working hard since he was in elementary school. In high school, he met fellow sideman Simon Miniminter and created his first YouTube account when he was 15 years old in 2008. He dropped out of 6th grade after realizing that he could make enough money on YouTube to make it his full-time job. In a few interviews, he recounted an incredible incident about his instructor asking him how much money he made. Number 5, PewDiePie, harbour captain and hot dog salesman.
You may have heard the news. That's right. I'm broke.
PewDiePie worked at Photoshop after dropping out of a degree in Industrial Economics and Technology Management at Chalmers University of Technology in 2011, owing to a lack of interest. He used the money from competitions and sales of his photographs to buy a computer. He was employed as a harbour captain and then, quite amusingly, at a hot dog stand when his parents refused to financially support him. In the video below, he seems to mimic this whilst working at a hot dog stand. Number 4, Jesse Wellens, United States Air Force.
I actually purchased this hot sauce. It's one of the hottest hot sauces you can buy on the market.
Starting with a video of his girlfriend Gianna undertaking the cinnamon challenge, the two went full-time into pranking, but not before Gianna had a nursing career and Jesse was in the US Air Force. Little is known about him other than that he served in the Air Force for 6 years, stationed in Korea and Germany. In 2005, he met Gianna, and in 2009, they launched their YouTube channel. Number 3, Mr. Beast, student.
There is over $100,000 inside of this bank vault.
Jimmy Donaldson, commonly known as Mr. Beast, is one of YouTube's most popular and well-paid artists at the age of 22. Mr. Beast 6000 was the teen's YouTube nickname when he first started producing videos. Donaldson tried unsuccessfully for the first several years to conquer the YouTube algorithm by developing material he felt would appeal to the greatest audience. Number 2, Tan France, flight attendant.
Wanna see me push that style game? Just watch. Oh, hey, Rhonda.
Tan France's first work was at 30,000 feet, long before he was introducing the aesthetic to Netflix's Queer Eye. Tan worked as a flight attendant for Britannia Airways, a defunct United Kingdom charter airline, in the early 2000s. According to USA Today, he says in his book Naturally Tan that the work was scheduled to last 6 months, but he barely lasted 2. Number 1, James Corden, waiter.
There's nothing to be scared about. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Here are the delicacies. We've got hot sauce.
James Corden may make celebs drink salmon milkshakes on his late-night TV show's renowned Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts segment. But the host got his start in the restaurant sector, delivering more conventional meals. He admitted to GQ that he worked at Bella Pasta, an Italian restaurant, and that he used to take wine from his job to be invited to house parties while he and his buddies were still young. When he attempted to leave one shift with 50 bottles of beer, he was discovered, but his supervisor needed him the following day, so he wasn't fired. So, which job do you think is the most interesting one? Do you know any other YouTubers and their previous work? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and before leaving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications on our future content. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one.